Hey, this is Rich with Rich Retired Life in the Philippines YouTube channel, and I am Rich. Welcome to Saturday morning in the Philippines. Saturday morning here, 9 a.m. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Another sunny day. Love the weather here in the Philippines. Every day is a beautiful day, even if it rains in rainy season, because it only rains for a little bit, and then it's over. It's still warm. It's nice, kind of refreshing. So everything is good. So what's been going on with YouTube channel? Well, last week, on Wednesday of last week, today is the 21st. So that would have been the, let's see, the 18th, 19th, 20, 20, yeah, 18th. I did a video on where can you spend a night on a private island here in the Philippines. Yes, you can. Uh, I haven't done it yet, but I want to do it because I think it's pretty cool. And it's only about $100 a night. And the private islands that you can stay here overnight on, and I suggest you stay at least 3 nights. They have like a staff quarters, staff house that cooks all your meals for you. Has the banca boat, takes you from the mainland to the island. They make sure you're having a good time. They're going to have water sports for you, probably hiking around the island. So you can actually go to a private island here in the Philippines and spend a night or 2 or 3 nights. Wonderful. Wonderful. I haven't done it yet. That's why I did the video, though, because I know about it. And there's actually several islands you can go to. So that's a great thing. Like I said, they have a staff house there that cleans your room for you, that makes sure that all your meals are cooked for you. You can actually bring steaks if you wanted to. A certain type of foods you might want. So I might want a steak. So I would bring some steaks. Barbecue them right there at the staff house or out on the beach over a fire pit. We might have a little turner thing for it. You can always contact ahead of time. But if you come and stay at one of our condominiums here at Verdon Parc, I will help you find that island that you can go to spend the night at. I think that would be a gas. The other part of that video I did on Wednesday was, can you buy an island here? Yep, you can. They run from the ones I showed on that video, they run from 4 million to 6.5 million. 6.5 million is up by Siargao. Now, Siargao is only an hour from here. So if you wanted to see some of these islands for sale, I can set that up for you. But here's the but. You have to have proof of funds before they'll show you the island. In other words, can you afford it? So I sold real estate in California, multi-million-dollar properties for years. And I still have my license there. So we would require proof of funds. Otherwise, it's just a day trip. You're taking somebody out to show them these beautiful homes up on Lake Tahoe. And you're not going to waste your energy and your time and your money and all that stuff just for show and tell. So you have to be able to afford it. But the bottom of this video that I did last Wednesday was really about, can you go spend the night at an island here in the Philippines, a private island with a staff that cooks your food for you. You can bring your own steaks. You can bring your own beer. And I would. And you can have a trip of a lifetime. I think that would be a lot of fun. Now, here's a new one I have coming up on Wednesday. A new resort I found right here on Samal Island. So if you come and stay with us at Verdon Parc, we got 10 condominiums for rent here. 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. My wife, Myrna, and her business associate, Joy, take care of the bookings. All that information I will leave in the description area, along with a link to that video I did on overnight staying at a private island and how to buy an island. So on Wednesday coming up, today's 21st, so that'd be like 22nd, 23rd, 24th. On the 25th of this month of March, today's March 21 is taping of this video. On the 25th, I'm doing a new video on a new resort that I found right here in Samal Island. I didn't even know it existed. And if you come and stay at one of our units here, I would highly recommend that you go spend at least a couple nights over at Samal Island at this place. It's called the Reef Resort. It's a floating resort built on the water. Yeah, on the water. Really cool. I've been talking to them all week. I'm gonna go out there in April, and I'm gonna do a blog on it. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So catch that video coming up on the 25th of March. I will shoot that video here in the studio, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's a floating resort called the Reef out on the water. There's no other resort in the Philippines does this. It's the first one ever. And you can own it. Yeah, do you hear me? Yes, you can actually buy into it and own that resort, own part of it forever. Foreigners can. I've already talked to them. I've been talking to them all week. What it is, it's called glam camping. Glam camping. So it's a term they use for it. And what it is they built the resort out on the water. It's about 100 yards offshore. And they have these glam camps. And I think there's, I want to say 8 or 10 of them. And that's it. They have the cooking, the cafeteria is built in the middle, all on the water. Everything's on the water. They'll take you there by bonka boat. They have a bonka boat in the mainland that you get on, and it takes you over to Samal Island, and the bonka boat docks out in the ocean at the resort, which is built on the water. And what you have is you have individual glam camps, they call it. Individual glam camps. And you have a walk around like a dock area or a pontoon area that floats on the water. And these things are gorgeous. They're where you spend the night at. And they're kind of like a cross between a permanent structure and a tent. Watch the video coming up on the 25th. You're not going to want to miss that one. It's $4,800 a night. The food is phenomenal. The menu, baby back ribs, chicken cordon bleu. Oh my goodness! Here, I've got it here in front of me because it's just fantastic. Chicken cordon bleu. So here you get your choice, like menu. Let's go to menu A. Menu A. This is a dinner menu. I have their lunch and breakfast menu being sent to me right now, which they have. So schedule A, menu A. Now I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. There's what it looks like. Right there. That's menu A. And there's all the things it comes with. This is in the glam camp, the resort built on the water. So as you can see, you have garlic rice or regular rice. You have a choice between Coca-Cola and orange juice or water. You have your choice between soups, which is cream of mushroom soup or corn soup. You have sliced fruit. You have a piece of cake there. That's just one of the dinner menu. Phenomenal. Let me go up here. There's the pricing right there. $7.99 per adult, $4.99 for a child. Now I'm getting their lunch and breakfast menu, a gourmet food that you can eat in your glam camp, in your room. They're nice rooms. They literally have a glass floor. So when you're in the rooms are gorgeous. Let me see if I can bring one up here real quick for you. Yeah, here. This is what it looks like. It's built on the water, and that's the glam camps. I think this resort is gorgeous, and you need to go spend the night there. And then let me show you inside. There's one of the rooms inside. Absolutely gorgeous. With part of the floor down below is made out of glass, so you can actually see. There's another shot of the bed, king size bed, absolutely gorgeous. On the water sports. Here's the water sports they have. So you can rent one of those, and then you can buy into this. You can actually, this is for the resort owners. You can actually own part of this resort as a foreigner, which is rare. I don't know of any other resort in the Philippines that foreigners can buy into it. Now, let me show you, go back to the food here a little bit because the food is just awesome. Okay, so here's menu B. This is a dinner menu, $7.99. Now you get your choice between baby back ribs or roasted chicken, garlic rice or rice, corn soup or mushroom soup, Coca-Cola, orange juice. You have fresh fruit on the plate and dessert. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's the last one, which I'll show you. Here's the last one. Here you have a choice of roasted beef in a mushroom sauce, or you have the marinated garlic chicken. Wonderful food. This is top shelf stuff. Garlic rice or regular rice, fresh fruit, pastry, Coca-Cola, orange juice, corn soup, or mushroom soup. Wonderful. Wonderful. $7.99. Can't beat it. They also have, I'm so excited about this resort. I'm telling you, this resort is phenomenal. They also have day use. So you can go there for the day on Friday for $4.99. Now this is literally, the port is like 15 minutes away from Verdon Parc. So and then Samal Island is another maybe 10 minutes over to the resort on the water. Unbelievable. So I highly recommend that when you come here to the Philippines and you stay at one of our condos here in Davao, this is one of my new trips that I highly recommend that you go on, because I really promote the island hopping tour, which is excellent. $20, you get lunch, wonderful tour. Right here, 10 minutes away from Verdon Parc. Paradise Island, number 2 on my list. Wonderful place to go to for the day. You can spend the night there. Great place to take a Filipina on a date. I'll show you how to do that. How to get a Filipina. I will get you a Filipina to take on a date. Island hopping, Paradise Island. And now my new one is the Reef Resort on the water. And you can take a date there too. You can go there on a day use on a Friday. $4.99, $10. Take her there. She'll love it. Spend the night. $4,008. Spend the night plus food. You can bring your own beer, because I had to ask that. Perfect. Take a nice chest. Take your own beer. Take some snacks with you. We'll spend the night. In fact, I highly recommend you spend at least 2 nights, maybe 3 nights. That way you have 2 full days of snorkeling. Oh, by the way, here's the coolest thing on this resort. I'm so excited about this resort. Here is the coolest thing about this resort. I'm telling you what, it is amazing. Let me just show you. Okay, here, look at this. Look at this. There's the view from your room. There's the view from your room, right on the water. So you literally go outside, sit on your deck, and jump in the water. There's no other resort like this. None. None. So if you want the trip of a lifetime, here's another indoor kitchen. Wonderful. King size bed, first class. They take you there by Bonka boat. There's their Bonka boat. We go by Bonka boat there from the mainland, from the port. Absolutely wonderful. Here's a lunch menu here: shrimp, pasta. The food looks amazing. And once again, there's the overview of the resort on the water. I'm so excited about this one. There's nothing like this in the Philippines. This is the first one, and you can own it. You can actually be an owner. And I'll break that down for you. It'll be in the video coming up on the 25th. So check that out. And you can own a portion of it, small portion, and you can own 100% of a unit. They take care of it. They do all the marketing for it. You get a residual income from it. You can own it forever. You can will it to your children. You can deed it to your children, to your wife. It's amazing that a foreigner can own part of a resort. Maybe it's because it's on water. I told you I sold real estate, so I still have my license, California. Foreigners cannot own land. Now, there's the key word, land. But if you can own part of this resort because it's on water, wow, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. So if you're looking for an investment, I would highly recommend looking at that. I'm going to go out there in April. Today's the 21st. I'm going to be going out there in April. I've already talked to them. I'm going to go out there and do a blog on it. I'm going to get all the lowdown on it. I'll do another video. I'm doing a video on the 25th on it. I'll do another one live there. And I'll bring you the whole scoop on it. So once again, what I highly recommend is come stay at one of our condominiums here at Verdon Parc. Go there and spend 2 or 3 nights. It's just right here at Samal Island, 15 minutes away to the port, 15 minutes over to the resort, floating resort on the water. Gorgeous. Unbelievable. Go to Paradise Island, another great place, right off of Verdon Parc here. 15 minutes away, go there for the day. It's a wonderful place to go. On the weekends, they got a live band. They have a garden area out back that's absolutely stunning. All the flowers and what have you. They actually, at Paradise Island, they actually have a zoo there with all kinds of exotic animals. They got a big snake. Last time I was there, this big snake, which is supposed to be for good luck in the Philippines. I didn't know that. They actually fed it a live chicken. A live chicken. A snake. That was a sight to see. Let me tell you. It's eating this live chicken. It's in the snake's mouth, and its legs are wiggling out of the snake's mouth. Oh my goodness. Amazing. The garden areas there at Paradise Island are second to none. The flowers are gorgeous. You can go spend the night there. My wife and I have done it several times. Beautiful rooms. They have little bungalows where you have some property around it, a clothesline to hang your swimsuits on. They actually have a little gate out front with a doorbell. Clean rooms. Very, very nice. Now, when you go to Paradise Island for the day, great place to take a Filipina on a date. They will love you. Most of them have never even been there. You have to go at 6 o'clock in the morning because that's high tide. 12 o'clock is low tide. So you go to the port, leave here at Verdon Parc at 5:30 in the morning, take the cab, go tell them you're going to Paradise Island Port. Costa Marina is another resort that also goes out of that same port. Another great place to go to. It's just a different one, different feel. But Paradise Island, first class. First class. Beaches are beautiful, white sand beaches. The water is crystal clear. Just amazing. Get some water shoes. I'll put that up on my video I do on Friday or on Wednesday, on 25th. Water shoes. You need those here in the Philippines. And you need snorkeling gear. I'll show you all that stuff. You get it on Lazada. It's like Amazon. And they're like $6. You just slip right on. Very comfortable because you got seashells and rocks and what have you at the beaches. They get a little sharp, especially the seashells. So you get some water shoes. You get the snorkeling gear. It's called the Whale. I have it. I bought one for my wife. At about $20 for the snorkeling, $6 for the water shoes. You'll use them all the time. You'll love them. Island hopping. That's the other one I recommend here. Stay at one of our condos once again. I'll help you with all this. I will help you with every bit of this. You come here, I'll help you get set up on the trip and take you out there or get you lined up so you can go. I'll help you get a date to take. A Filipina. And she'll love it. She'll absolutely love it. And island hopping is another great day trip. Now, that's strictly a day trip. You leave from the port, $20 per person. Lunch is included. Hell, I spend $20 on lunch at a restaurant. Yeah. So here you get a whole day of island hopping, gorgeous, and lunch for $20. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Paradise Island, you pay entry fee of $6 per person. You cannot bring any water or food. They have all of that there, first class food, and you just buy your stuff there. They got beer, they got cocktails, they got mango shakes, they got halos, fresh fruit, omelets, French fries. Wonderful. Paradise Island. Go on the weekend. The band's there, called Paradise Sound. I've been there. I've filmed them. Wonderful. So lots to do here at Davao. Come to the Philippines. Come on vacation. Come check it out. I'll help you get here. I do consulting work. It's in the description area. I do one-on-one consulting to get you here. Costs $40 for 2 hours, one-on-one. We do it through Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp. And I talk to you, just you and me, off the platform that we're on right now. And we can talk about banking. We can talk about immigration. We can talk about what you need to bring to the Philippines. We can talk about, do I need an onward ticket? Yes, you need an onward ticket. What is that? We'll talk about that. What's the best way to get an onward ticket? We'll talk about that. I'll save you a ton of money. A ton of money. More than the $40 would ever be worth. Where do I get a SIM card at? Where do I get my money exchanged at? You get that SIM card and money exchange, you get that in Manila Airport. As soon as you land in Manila, you'll be a little bit of a layover before you go into Davao. So you go get your SIM card, $20. They'll put it in your phone for you. Now you're good to go. You go ahead and exchange for some peso. Peso right now is really good. It's about 60 to 1 against the US dollar. So in other words, the US dollar is very, very strong right now. So I'm going to the bank on the 31st when my next load of money comes in, and I'm going to get a great exchange rate. That's another bonus here in the Philippines. Not only is it reasonable to live here, but you actually gain money because the US dollar is so much stronger. Now, if you're from Canada, I have people that come from Canada, and Canadian dollar isn't as strong as the US, but you still get an exchange rate. But the US dollar is king. It's king. As we speak in this video, gas is off the hook here too, by the way. Diesel is insane. You guys know that out in the United States. This gas thing is just absolutely nuts. March 21st, 2026 today. Yeah, gasoline, the airports are a zoo. Can't even get in and out because TSA, I don't blame them. Would you go to work, not get paid? Well, how you gonna pay your bills? How you gonna pay your bills? I don't get it. I don't know personally, and I don't like to get political, but personally, I don't understand why they're not paid anyway. I don't know why they're excluded. If you ask me, and I don't like to get political, but I will give you my opinion. If you ask me, the people that shouldn't get paid is the damn people in Congress that can't get their shit together. Those are the guys that shouldn't get paid. Huh. So don't get me started. Don't get me started. That's what I love about living in the Philippines. We don't have to put up with that bullshit. We all get along here. We don't shoot each other. We get along here. There ain't no drama like that. Crazy. That's my country. I'll never go back. Never. Why would I want to? Why would I want to go back to that shit? It's insane. We can come here, live here. You can live here on little money. You can date a young, beautiful Filipina, 20 years old if you like, 18 if you like. 18 is considered an adult. When I first came here, I had 5 girlfriends. 5. From the ages of 18 to 22. Wonderful. And I was 63 at the time. I'm now 69. My wife is 66. So I married an older Filipina because I didn't really want to marry a younger one because they like to have babies. I don't want no baby. Look at the baby. No. 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 Already changed it. But hey, if you want to come here and have babies, start your life over, and a lot of guys do, knock yourself out. I have you live your life any way you want. Don't let anybody ever tell you how to live your life. I get so angry at some of these guys that get on these YouTube channels. Like, well, don't come to the Philippines if you're this, and don't come to the Philippines if you're that. And well, who the hell are you? Well, people can come if they want to come. You have no right to tell people what to do. None. Well, what do you think you are, God? Shame on you. Huh. Yeah, if they want to come, let them come. You have no right to tell them not to come. Maybe you should leave. There you go. There's an idea. Pack up your shit and get the hell out of here. Anyway, also, quick update. 2 weeks ago, one of my subscribers from Florida, I won't use his name, came here to the Philippines because I said, come. Like I'm telling you, come. Go stay at one of our condos. I'll help you navigate the Philippines. I'll get you a date. You can go on some day trips. You're going to have the time of your life. Guaranteed. So anyway, so he came. He came. And he found a Filipina. Yeah. And then we met with him in his Filipina. They're staying in one of our units here at Verdon Parc. And they said, we have an announcement. And me and my wife were sitting in the little lounge area downstairs. And we said, what's that? They said, we're going to get married next week. Cool. They said, we want you guys, you and Myrna, to be the principal sponsors of our wedding. We said, absolutely. Absolutely. So a little over 2 weeks ago, right here at Verdon Parc, they got married. That's why I do this. That's exactly why I do this channel. And that's the honest to God truth. It's not the money. YouTube only pays me $100 a month. So it's not the money. I'll spend $100 on dinner. I do it because I want you to come to the Philippines and find a better life, a better way to live, a way to live that's reasonable. Reasonable. Now, our units here, I'll give you an estimate. Now, like I say, all that information is going to be in the description area. So get a hold of Myrna ASAP. As soon as you plan on coming here, get a hold of her, especially the one bedrooms, because that's usually what goes first. But they average about $600 a month, plus utilities. Average. Unbelievable. I'm having a new one being built over at Davao Global Township. I'll take you over there. It's going to be the probably the best, I think the best of the best of the best of the best in Davao. Now, Verdon Parc is very nice. I think if Verdon Parc is a 5-star resort-style condominium, I think the finest in Davao. And I've been staying here now 3 years. I've been in the Philippines 6 years. So, Verdon Parc's beautiful. We got roof decks up here. We're right off the ocean, right off the Philippine Sea. It opens at 5 in the morning till 9 at night, maybe 10, I'm not sure. You can go up there and have your coffee. You can go up there and have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can take it with you. Take your trash back down with you. You can go up there and have a cold drink. You can't have alcohol. You can hide it. Because they have the CCTV cameras everywhere. So you can just hide it. We have 4 swimming pools here. 2 basketball courts, 1 indoor, 1 outdoor. Indoor is regulation, hardwood, professional. We have barbecue areas. We have 2 children's playground areas. We have 2 lounges. We have a coffee shop here with food, closed on Sunday. We have a full service laundry service here, open 7 days a week. So for $6, you can have your laundry done, washed, dried, folded, done. 7 days a week. All of our units have free bottled water. no charge. I live here. So if you have a problem with something, I'm here. Come over and see me. Say, hey, Rich. Happens all the time. Hey, I need a little extension plug. Do you have an adapter? Yeah, I got one. Here you go. I need an extension cord. Do you have one? Yeah, I got one. Here you go. My chair's not working right. Can you come over and fix it? Yeah, I'll come over and fix it. And what's really cool here at Verdon Parc is right across the street here, literally right across the street, you can go to Sunnyside Cafe. And it's actually pretty darn good. It's small, but it's clean. I know the lady that owns it. So if you want to have breakfast, you can just walk literally right across the street. I think it's better than our coffee shop. Or we have entertainment right across the street. Outdoor entertainment there. We go over there all the time. Concerts over there on the weekends. They have a band, no cover charge unless it's a super band. When they had one here the last time I went over there with some of the people here at Verdon Parc, because it was a super band. Now you paid 150 peso to get in on that one, and then the sponsor was a beer company. They gave you a free beer, so you got your money back right there. Perfect. Food is good over there. Beer is cold. It's outdoors with tents over the top of it. Nice sound system. I know the owner. Great place to go on the weekend, or just during the weekdays. Sometimes we'll just go there and have a cold beer. Or you can have a Coca-Cola. Whatever you floats your boat. Yeah, so we got that. And our newest addition, what I really like here at Verdon Parc, is out the back gate here, the side gate, we have a Robinson's Mini Mart. Robinson's is a grocery store chain here in the Philippines. And what they are doing is they're building, I think it's called, I call it a mini mart. It's like a mini mart. It's called Robinson's. They got shopping carts in there. It's like a grocery store shrunk. So they've got pancake mix, they got eggs, they got bread, they got ice cream, cereal, milk. It's like they got produce. It's literally a grocery store shrunk. Hang on. Let's see who we got here today. Okay. We got Ray in the room. Hey, Ray, what's up? Hey, good to see you, Rich. Yeah, good to see you too, bro. Yeah, it's all good. All good in the Philippines. So what I was saying is that our newest addition here outside of the side gate here is a Robinson's Mini Mart. And it's a grocery store. They even have shopping carts, little shopping carts, big shopping carts. They got hard liquor. They got beer. But it's funny here. Their beer, they never have it under refrigeration. I don't know why. They got Coca-Cola, Gatorade, ice cream, big ice cream selection. Much different than 7-Eleven, which is across the street down a ways. They do not have an ATM yet. So I'm trying to get them talked into putting in an ATM machine, which I think they will. Robinson's is a big grocery store chain here. So there's no reason why they couldn't put an ATM machine in there. But I love that. You can go over there and get onions. You can get peppers. You can get potatoes. You can get their meat selection is all frozen and fish. And some of it looks pretty darn good. I'm going to have to give it a try on the meat selection. But some of the items look pretty darn good. But what's nice about it is it's not like a 7-Eleven, which we have down the street. It's a little bit of a hike, but you have to go there to the ATM. But 7-Eleven is a 7-Eleven. You know, they just have Cokes and Gatorade and, you know, some coffee and donuts, you know, and nothing wrong with that. That's just all they have. They do not sell cigarettes there. Because I have some guys that come here and they smoke. They said, where can I get a pack of cigarettes? I went to 7-Eleven, they don't sell cigarettes. Never heard of that. Robinson's Mini Mart over here, they don't sell cigarettes. What's for that? There's a rule on the books here in the Philippines that if there's any store within such a distance from the college, we have a college on the corner here, and the college it's too close to 7-Eleven, and it's too close to Robinson's, so it's against the law to sell cigarettes. Yeah, any school. So many I don't know what they call it metric, but if it has to be a certain distance, and then they can sell cigarettes. And it's quite a distance. Now you can buy alcohol at 8 o'clock in the morning. Drinking age here is 18. I don't understand. You can buy a beer, and if you're going to college, you can buy a beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, at 8 o'clock, and you're 18 years old, but you can't buy a cigarette. I don't smoke, but I'm just saying, a lot of guys that come here, they go, "We're going to get some cigarettes at." I have to go to the grocery store at the mall. Pack of Marlboro is about 180 peso, about $3. Davao is one of the safest cities. Davao is one of the cleanest cities in the Philippines. We have free ambulance rides to the hospital. Now there is a smoking ordinance here in Davao. There's only certain places you can have a cigarette. So, for example, like the mall, if you're going to the mall and you want to have a cigarette, you have to go to where you can have a cigarette, which is way out the end of the parking lot and a little corral area with maybe 10 by 10 by 10 with a sign that says you're going to die if you smoke cigarettes. And you go out there, there'd be like 8 people out there puffing away. That's where you have a cigarette. Can't just have one walking down the street. Can't. Verdon Parc is non-smoking. So there's no smoking at all here at Verdon Parc. You know, now you can get away with it a little bit. Some people do. You know, some people will smoke out on the balcony here. All of our condominiums have balconies here. And some people will, you know, sneak a smoke out on the balcony. Now, if your neighbors don't like it, they can go down to the office and complain, or go get a guard, and they'll come up and say, "We got a complaint that you're smoking on the balcony. Can't do that." And they'll stop you. But I know people that do it. My neighbor does it. When he comes, he's from Long Beach, California. Filipino. He'll sneak a smoke out on there. I don't say anything. He's my neighbor. You know, hey, if you want to have a cigarette, go ahead. You can smell it. I don't smoke, so, but I used to smoke back in high school. You can smell a cigarette. Drugs, you cannot do drugs in the Philippines. No marijuana, no drugs, nothing. They are death on drugs here. So don't bring it. I have people, because I came from San Francisco 10 years where you can smoke pot all day long. It's legal. You can have it delivered like a pizza. And I did. Here in the Philippines, no. You will go to jail. You will go to jail. And the last place you want to end up in is a foreign jail. Because you're going to be standing room only in a jail cell with 50 other guys with a bucket to pee and poop in. And you get to take a shower when it rains. And you might get rice once a day. Truth. You've all heard horror stories of, you know, people that go abroad, Costa Rica, what have you, and for some reason or another, they end up in jail for something stupid, like having bullets in their backpack from a hunting trip. And there was a couple guys that got busted on that. Family guys. Be careful. Like I said, I lived in San Francisco, so I have people all the time say, "Hey, Rich, can I bring pot to the Philippines? Because, you know, in San Francisco, it's legal." I say, "Hell no." Well, you're going to go to jail. You will go to jail. And then you get deported. And you're going to be thrown out of the country for 10 years. You do not want to do drugs in the Philippines. No. You can drink from 8 in the morning till midnight, much as you want. Now, you got to be careful. You can't be drunk in public. You can't drink and drive because the limit here is 0.5. I don't drive. So 0.5 is pretty damn low. You have a couple of beers, you're over the limit. And you don't, as a foreigner, don't gamble with that stuff. If you're going to have some cocktails or some beer or drink, whatever, do it where you're not driving. You can do it at the clubs. There is some entertainment clubs here I can show you too to go to. Or go across the street. We go across the street, have a couple of beers, and then walk back. You can't be drunk in public Although we don't have like a police force here in Davao, like we do in the United States, driving around in cars. No, we have what's called an LTO, Land Transportation Office, and they're in yellow shirts. They'll be directing traffic. They'll write tickets. They're generally chasing the motorcycles all the time. So they'll set up in an area and stop all the motorcycles because you have to have a helmet and you have to have insurance and you have to have a driver's license. And they say that about 30% of the motorcycles here in Davao do not have insurance or a driver's license. And I believe it. And what they do is they stop the motorcycles by the hundreds. And if you don't have that, they take your motorcycle away. And they put it in the back of the truck, they take it to the police station. That's what they do. Okay, Ray. Hey, what's up? Good to see you, bro. Yeah. So I'm trying to give you some facts on the Philippines. So when you come here, come do a consultation with me. I'll get you here. I'll get an onward ticket. You know, it's all complicated. You have to have within 30 days when you come here. It's visa free for the first 30 days, but you have to have a ticket coming and a ticket leaving within 30 days. Now, that leaving ticket doesn't have to be back to your country. If you're planning on staying here longer than 30 days, what you do is you get your ticket coming from your country to the Philippines, and then within 30 days, like on 28th day, you get a ticket onward to like Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand. Thailand's another place to go. Now, Thailand does sell pot, by the way. They have marijuana shops there. So if you're a pot smoker, Thailand, go there. Go there with your onward ticket or whatever. A lot of people go to Thailand. My wife goes to Thailand. My wife's in Japan right now, Myrna, with her cousins for the next 10 days. But yeah, I mean, Thailand, they've got the girls, they got the red light districts. Sex is wide open there. You can buy marijuana at the marijuana shops there. So that's Thailand. Philippines, much more conservative. We have the girls here. We don't have a red light district, but we have girls so you can get here. Oh, people. Yeah, or to get a date. Here's how easy it is to get a date, because I show guys all the time. When you go out to lunch or dinner here, and the young Filipina comes and takes your order for lunch, it's going to be a cute little thing. Hang on, let me see what Tom has to say. Okay, Tom Smith, do you think there will be a downturn in tourism with the higher fuel prices? Maybe, only because the plane fares are going to go higher, because I saw yesterday that the plane fuel is up 70% and prices are already going up. So they can't stomach that. Nobody can. We can't even stomach it. Our prices on gas. I don't drive. My wife drives. But yeah, it could definitely be a downturn, only because the plane fares are going to go up. And I don't see that going away for a while either. Everybody says, oh, the wars, Iran's going to be over 2 weeks. Well, yeah, okay. But we're in the shit already. It's going to take us a while to work through this. We're screwed. We're screwed. You guys know it. You feel it. You drive. Everything's going to go up. Everything's going to go up. Truckers use diesel. Groceries are going to go up. Everything's going to go up. We're hang on for the ride because we're on a roller coaster right now. Everywhere in the world. We're on a roller coaster right now. So it's going to be a rough ride. I don't know how the jeepneys do it here, because they only charge like 12 peso and they run on diesel. I don't know how they're making any money. In fact, I had a jeepney driver the other day say that he was making $13 a day. $13 a day. And now with the price increase, he makes $2.30 a day. A day. You can't feed your family on $2.30. The average wage here in the Philippines is 450 peso a day. And they work a 6-day work week. So it's about $1 an hour. So this fuel thing, you add that on. If you're only making $1 an hour, run the math on this. That's what your wages were. And you trying to stomach this increase in fuel, you're screwed. You're sunk. So yeah, things are going to get expensive. And it takes a while to work through these things. So I heard the other day a study, because I watch a lot of news back in my country. This is the highest, fastest price in history on gasoline. We're fucked. That's why that's why I live in the Philippines. Now, does the Philippines feel that too? Absolutely. Diesel is off the hook. Gas is off the hook here. I don't know how people can afford it. Could you afford it with making $1 an hour? No. The jeepney driver. We went from $13 a day, that's a 10-hour day, to $2.30 a day. Don't work. Math don't work. And jeepneys here are regulated by the government. They can't charge whatever they want. Now, truck drivers, they have the same problem, but truck drivers can charge whatever they want. I won't even take trikes anymore. They rip you off. They just flat rip you off. The price, there's no meter. They're not regulated. They can charge whatever they damn well please. And as soon as they find out you're a foreigner, they screw you. Majority of the time. Majority of the time. I took a trike not too long ago down to Bakerhan Market. I'll take you there if you come and stay here. Where I got my fruits and vegetables at. Wonderful place. And I paid 25 peso to get there in a trike at 4 o'clock in the morning, right out front here in Verdon Parc. When I came back, I took a trike coming back to Verdon Parc, and I asked him, I said, how much? He said, 600 peso. I said, 600 peso? I don't know what you're smoking, but you're fucking crazy. I ain't paying 600 peso. I only paid 25 peso to get there. Same distance coming back. I left him 60 peso. He goes, what about my gas? There's your gas right there. I don't take strikes anymore. They rip you off, especially foreigners. They just rip you off. And now with the price increase on fuel, they're going to have more of an incentive to rip you off even more so. So don't take strikes. Even at the airport, when you land here in Davao and you take a cab, that's the only problem I ever have. The cabs at the airport here in Davao will rip you off. They'll take the shortcut. I had a guy, because I have 10 condominiums for rent here at Verdon Parc. I had a guy that came in the other day, and he said it took him an hour and a half to get from the airport to Verdon Parc. Hour and a half. 500 peso. The airport, from Davao Airport to here, Verdon Parc, is a half an hour. So they take a shortcut. Here's the question they always ask you. You take Grab. You download the Grab app. You can take that from the airport. So like Uber. So at least you know how much it is before you get in it, and you know the rate, and that's the best way to go. The best way to go. Don't just take a regular cab. Download the Grab app. You can order food on Grab app. You can order cabs on Grab app. That's a wonderful thing. It's very reasonable. Like for example, on Grab, one thing they do is pretty cool is that my wife will come and spend the weekend here at my condo here at Verdon Parc because she handles all the rentals, and she forgot her shoes back at her house, and so she just called Grab to go by the house, pick up the shoes. The maid got the shoes ready, and the guy brought the shoes all the way across town and over here. That's the way to do it because the traffic is crazy. I think it was like 150 peso, like $3. You're going to spend that in gas. Grab out. That's what you use at the airport. Because what they do at the airport, if you don't use the grab app, you get in the cab and they'll say, "Oh, you just get here, your first time here in the Philippines?" "Yeah, the first time here in the Philippines. Never been here before." Well, now he's got to. Now he knows he can take you wherever you don't have a clue where you're going. And he's going to take the shortcut, which is another word for the long way around. He's going to milk you for it. So yeah, there is a problem here in the Philippines. Only at the airport. Also, all the cabs out here at Verdon Parc, anywhere else at the mall, I never have a problem. It's only at the airport. So download the Grab app so you can use that instead of taking a regular cab, and you won't get ripped off, and you'll get from A to B exactly how you should get it. Do it ahead of time. Do it when you land in Manila. Like I say, when you come to the Philippines and you land in Manila, there's a couple of things you should do right away. Download the Grab app. Second, you need to get a SIM card. I use Globe. That's what we use at our condos here for all the internet. They got all kinds of different speeds. Never had a problem with Globe. Use Globe. And you get that SIM card from Globe, not Smart, from Globe. There's Smart and there's Globe. Globe is the one to use. And it's $20. And have them, they'll actually put the SIM card in and show you how it works. Then you got to exchange your money, USD, and you don't have to do that ahead of time. You don't have to do it at the bank where you're at in your country. Just come with US dollars. Make sure you got $100 bills. They have to be crisp, not folded, not crinkled, crisp from the bank. Then go to the money exchange, and you want to get a lot of small bills. The bills here in the Philippines, the peso bill, paper money starts at 20 peso, 50 peso, 100 peso, 200 peso, 500 peso, and 1,000 peso. So you want to get a boatload of 20 peso, 50 peso, and 100 peso. I mean a boatload. A lot. Because that's what you're going to use. Because what happens here is like you make the mistake like I did, and I only got 1,000 pesos because they're $20 a piece. And then I got in the cab and took the cab over to Breeze Towers, and I said, "How much do I owe?" He goes, "That'd be 400 peso. And I said, "Do you have change for 1,000 peso?" "Oh, sorry, sir, no change." Now what am I going to do? Nowhere to get change. Nowhere to get change. Got to pay them. You can even go to a store here. The mall's pretty good. They'll take debit cards, MasterCard, Visa, very common. Plenty of ATMs. I still bank with Bank of America. So you have to have your Bank of America or Wells Fargo. Some people use Charles Schwab because they get their fees every month, ATM fees given back to them. So I would check that out. But you can use any ATM here. You get the exchange rate automatically. It costs like $10 to use an ATM here, $5 for the ATM, $5 for the conversion from USD by Bank of America to peso. But I get the exchange rate. Right now it's about a 60-60, which is really good. So I make about $30 on the exchange rate per 10,000 peso, which would be $200. So instead of being charged $200, I'm going to charge about $170 USD. But I get $200 spending power. So there's another bonus about coming to the Philippines. Not only does your money go farther, but you got the exchange rate. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. It's wonderful. Cost of living here is good. We have state-of-the-art grocery stores here. We've got movie theater. SM Mall is 5 minutes down the street. You can get a cab right out front here for 100 peso, $2. $2. It'll take you right to the mall. Literally 5 minutes. Some guys actually walk it. I wouldn't, but some guys come stay here. They just walk over there. It's maybe take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to walk. I take a cab. I'm almost 70 years old. I don't walk that far anymore. Sometimes I'll take a trike. But before you take a trike, I ask them, Out front here at Verdon Parc, I'll say, how much to go to SM Mall? I'll give you 25 peso. Because I know what it should charge. It should be 25 peso. So I tell the truck driver, I'll give you 25 peso. And most of the time they say, okay. So and trikes cannot go into the mall area. So they can only drop you off outside the mall area. So you still got to walk into the mall area. It's a little bit of a walk. Or if you take a cab, right here at Verdon Parc, there's the park right out front, or the guard will go get one for you. Give the guard 20 peso tip. He goes out on the street, he waves one down. Or call Grab. Like I said, go back to Grab app. Grab app. Grab will come, just like Uber. You can see exactly where it's at, how much time it's going to take for them to get here. Get in it. Now the cab can go onto the grounds of the mall. And he's going to take you all the way up to where the grocery store is at. He's going to drop you off right there. That's where all the cabs run. You are literally 20 feet from the door to go into the mall. Perfect. Now we have guards everywhere. We have probably 15 guards here at Verdon Parc all the time. Very secure. We have CCTV cameras everywhere here at Verdon Parc, except for inside your condo or inside restrooms. If you have a guest come, you have to meet them down at the front desk, and you got to sign them in. They have to have an ID. You can have guests come. If you have a girl come, and I'll show you how that can work. Here's what you do. You go get them in a cab, or have them come in a cab. You can pay for it, so they know how to get a cab. They'll get a cab, and you tell them, come to the side gate here at Verdon Parc. The side gate where the college is on. St. John Paul College. Everybody knows where St. John Paul College is. Use that side gate. The guards are there. We got the crossing arms to go down. Let me back up. What you do is you have the girl come in a cab to the front entrance. You get in the cab with her because you have to be with her. Always carry a copy of your rental agreement that we give you. So make a copy of it. Always. Because the guard doesn't know you yet. So he might ask you. He's going to look at you, go, what unit are you in? I'm in 123. Let me see your rental agreement. Oh, here, sir. Here's a copy of my rental agreement from Rich and Myrna. They can call me. You'll have my phone number when you come. But call Myrna. They know us. They know us very well. Anyway, so if you got a girl coming, and I'll help you with that, you have her come to the front entrance in the cab, and then you get in with her with your copy of your rental agreement because the guard's not going to know you yet. Then you're going to pull around, go back out on the street, literally go right to the corner here towards St. John College, towards the stoplight. And you're going to go into the side gate, and the guard's going to look in the cab, go, and you just go, hey, I'm in I'm in condo 123, Trevin's building. And usually they just say, okay. Now, if you got the girl in the cab, he's not going to ask the girl anything. So she doesn't have to sign in. They don't ask her. They just presume that's your wife or your girlfriend. And this is how I come back to the mall. Every time I come back to the mall, I take a cab. Why? Because it can literally take me right to the elevator at my building here at Trevin's building. So they go in through the side gate. You have your rental agreement in case you ask. You go on in. You go down to where it says Belvedere. Turn right. You go underground the parking area. All the way down to the elevators is where Trevin's and Marin building is at. If you're staying at Belvedere, that's the first elevators. The second elevators is Trevin's and Marin. That's where we have the majority of our condos that we rent. Then you take that out, cab driver will pull right up to the elevator. That's why I take it back to the grocery store, because it's heavy. And I got ice cream. And you pay the cab guy like $120 20 peso. So it costs you a little over $2. With the exchange rate, it's about $2. So can't beat that. The girl, if you bring the girl, that's how you smuggle the girl in without anybody. If you take it through the front entrance, then you got all the people going. Chisma. Called Chisma. Oh, did you see that guy? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that old foreigner guy with that young 18-year-old? Got some. Chisma. So to stop the chisma, go to the side entrance, meet the girl out front, get in the cab, go to the side entrance, have your copy of your rental agreement. Just tell them I'm staying at 123 Trevens. They'll usually say, cab driver will give the guard his little placard, and then he's going to take you all the way down where it says Belvedere, go down underneath the parking area, and to go all the way to the end to Trevens, and cab driver will literally stop 10 feet in front of the elevator. And you get the girl out, or I just go shopping, it's just me. So I can pay him 100 peso or 120 peso. And right now, I'd probably tip a little more because of gas, right? But it's metered, so you're not getting screwed. Take Grab. Then I get in the elevator with my groceries. If you're bringing a girl, then you take the girl with you. Get in the elevator, go on up to where your condo's at. Go on in, and you're good to go. Okay, Ray, gotta go now. We'll follow up later tonight. Good help. You bet, Ray. Appreciate you stopping in. Take care, brother. Come. So that's how you use the cabs here. And same thing, like I say, when you leave Verdon Parc, a lot of times the only problem about taking a trike is like I say, they park outside the gate at the mall because they're not allowed on the mall. So you have to walk. And it's hot. You have to walk a little ways. And you might get ripped off. Like I say, I know what it costs. It costs 25 peso. So I don't even get in a trike until I know my price, because you never know what the hell they're going to say. You're a foreigner. Unfortunately, they might take advantage of that. Cheaper to take a cab. Cheaper to take Grab, like Uber. That's even better because it's regulated. Cabs are regulated, but with Grab, at least you know where they're at. Shows you on the map, just like Uber, where it's coming from, what the license number is. Shows up here at Verdon Parc, and you go. Go up to the mall, and you get your grocery shopping done. You go. Plenty of restaurants up there. Must be 40 different restaurants. SM Mall up there is actually the largest, biggest mall in Mindanao. And Mindanao is huge. So the largest mall in Mindanao is literally 5 minutes from Verdon Parc. Beautiful. Perfect. Now, I do have some people say, I had a guy last week say, well, I stay at One Oasis because One Oasis is right next to the mall. This is true. But here's the but. One Oasis is old. Old. And it looks it and shows it. Nowhere near as nice as Verdon Parc. I've had people stay at One Oasis, and then they come over here at Verdon Parc to meet up with me, and they'll go, oh my God, how come you didn't tell me about this place? This place is beautiful. Verdon Parc is beautiful. I'd much rather have stayed here. That's my point. Doesn't even come close. They don't have roof decks at One Oasis like we do here, which are gorgeous. One Oasis is located next to the mall. Okay, I'll grant you that. But you can take a cab right out front here, and within 5 minutes, you're at the mall. Costs you $2. Big deal. I'd rather stay at the Hilton, which is Verdon Parc, than One Oasis, which is Motel 6. Not worth it. Not worth it. We have 4 swimming pools. We have barbecue areas that are for free. First come, first serve. I do a barbecue. I try to do it every month for all the people who come and stay here, for all my subscribers and that come here. Then I do a free barbecue down to the poolside. It's all free. I usually do cheeseburger slices, sliders. Might do pizza. I do like to barbecue though, so I like to do cheeseburgers or hot dogs. We have Cokes, all for free. And if you want a beer, then you go up to my condo. We take a beer break. And I have beer up here for free. Go over here and have a beer. Now, some of the guys, like you say, you can't drink alcohol on the roof decks or at the barbecue area, but you can smuggle it in. So I have some of my subscribers, when I do the barbecue, they'll bring their little bag and, little backpack and what have you. They'll have their little bottle of whatever in it, and they'll have their, or they bring it down with them. They do it at their condo. They take their water bottle and make their cocktail in it, and then put it in their backpack along with a cup and, their camera and all that kind of stuff. And they come down and they drink it right out of the cup. So the guards are okay. What they won't let you do at the roof deck or at the barbecue area is have like an open beer bottle on the table or an open bottle of alcohol on the table. That will not. There's actually signs up at every one of our little cabanas that say no alcohol. We used to be able to do it, but they took that away about 2 years ago. You can't have any glass in the barbecue area, whether it be soda pop or anything glass next to the pools, because if it drops and it breaks, it goes in the water. Now they got to drain the pool because the glass goes transparent. So don't ever bring anything glass to the pool area. So when we go down there to do barbecue, it's all paper plates, paper cups, all paper. And like I said, I usually do it once a month, depending on my schedule. And it's all for free, don't cost you a dime. And we'll usually get about 10, 15 people and do a little barbecue, a little meet and greet. Like I say, across the street is an outdoor bar entertainment area. We go over there. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's a live band. Great place to go and just get out of the condo and walk literally right across the street and go over there and you can have food. Food is really good. You can have Cokes. Doesn't necessarily have to be beer, but they have great beer. Prices are right. Great place just to, hey, I've been in my condo all day. I need to get out of here and, go have a beer. That would go over there quite often. We're trying to do a group that we get together going over there once a month with my friend that's American here. He wants to lead the group where we, get together one night a month and all of us just meet across the street at the outdoor bar and just sit around and shoot the shit. So we try to do things here, Verdon Parc. We try to get together and, do things together as a group. And, as a bunch of us get together and talk about things like immigration and where have you gone and the trips you've gone on. And, like I say, once again, I have a new day trip already. I suggest you spend the night there. Right here at Samal Island, literally 15 minutes to the port, 15 minutes to the island. It's called the Reef Floating Resort on the water. Not on the land, on the water. About 100 yards off the mainland, off the island. Literally off the island. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's my new place I'm going to. Check it out. Let me show you. Let me show you again. Here it is. Here it is here. Here's what the room looks like. King size bed. Beautiful. Here's what the outside looks like. That's the resort on the water. On the water. Wonderful. It's the first one of its kind here in the Philippines. And you as a foreigner can own some of it, believe it or not. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. They got water sports. Water sports. I just found this place. I've been talking to them all week. You get there by their own private bonka boat at their port on the mainland behind the bonka boat. Here's the inside. Beautiful inside. It actually even has a glass floor so you can see the ocean. Now, how would you like to spend the day there? On the water with your balcony out there. You can literally go out there and jump off and go swimming on the water. Gorgeous. I'm telling you, gang, here's another picture of it. On the water. Can you imagine your day, spending your day out there, having a cold drink, a cold beer? You can bring your own beer. Bring an ice chest, bring your own beer. I've been talking to them all week. Here's another picture. Watch the sun go down at night, right on your deck. Beautiful. 4,008. 4,008. 4,008. Once again, there's a picture of the resort, the Reef floating resort. You rent one of those little, they call it a glam camp to stay in. Beautiful. You can do snorkeling right off of your room. Literally, jump in the water. Wonderful. Wonderful. Here's another picture of the room. Right on the water. Literally on the water. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you. Look at it. You can jump right off your deck into the ocean. Wonderful. Can't think of a better place. Anyway, that's my new resort that I found. It's called the Reef. Right here at Samal Island. You go down to their port. You take their bonka boat for free. You get a welcoming drink on the bonka boat. Probably going to be Coca-Cola or something like that. You can bring your own beer and ice chest. I suggest you, if I go to stay there for a couple of nights, I'll bring my own. You bet. You can bring chips, snacks, and what have you. They have a restaurant right there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The dinner is really good, really good food. Like I said, that's why I'm going to go there. Go from Davao City to Samal Island on their bonka boat. And here's a picture of the room, king size bed, absolutely gorgeous. There is actually right here is actually a glass part of the ocean. Wonderful. Wonderful. How would you like to wake up to that in the morning? Beautiful. Jump in and go swimming. Sit out there in the afternoon. Watch the world go by. Wonderful. 4,008. 4,008. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that's my new resort that I found for you guys. Come and stay. Come and stay there. You can do, like I say, some snorkeling right off of your room. So you're sitting out there, you're having a cold drink or a cold beer, and you're in your bathing suit, you just dive right into the water. Wonderful. Can't think of anything better to do. Watch the sunset, watch the sunrise. Absolutely stunning. So, okay, here, I want to show you this once again. So here's the dinner menu. So you have your choice between it's $7.99, baby back ribs, rice or garlic rice, fresh fruit, or chicken cordon bleu, the entrees. Baby back ribs, chicken cordon bleu. You have a soup, corn soup, or cream of mushroom. You get a Coca-Cola or an orange juice, all for $7.99. Right there. You can eat it in your room. You can eat at the restaurant. Same with breakfast and lunch. Great food, looks like. What a resort that is. If you come and stay at one of our condos, I will help you with the day trips. I will help you with the overnight trips. That would be a great, on Friday, they have a day trip to that resort. In other words, just for the day. Be a great place to take a Filipina. Great place to take a Filipina. Or island hopping. Or Paradise Island. If you haven't had a date in a long time, come. I'll get you a date. Guaranteed. But you could be 20 years old. I don't care if you're in your 60s. I don't care if you're in your 70s. I have my friend that's 76, and he just married a 24-year-old Filipina. Oh, my goodness. He's happy. Who wouldn't be? You can do that here. You can do that here. You have to be careful of the young ones because they want to have a baby. And they're 20 years old, so they're at the baby making stage. They're ready to have a baby. You don't want to get, look at the baby. Oh, no. Oh, no. So be careful. Wear a rain jacket. Wear a rain jacket. Don't get them pregnant because they will get pregnant. I had one guy that said, well, you know, my wife is only 24 years old. We don't use any contraceptives or anything safe sex. And, you know, hey, if she gets pregnant, she gets pregnant. If she doesn't, she doesn't. I went, what? What the hell are you talking about? If she gets pregnant, she gets pregnant. If she doesn't, she doesn't. That's fine. She's going to get pregnant. She's 24 years old. And he was in his 60s. Well, guess what? She got pregnant. Duh. Oh. Always be thinking with this and not with this, I always say. Be thinking with this and not with this. Wear a condom. Wear a condom. Be safe. Unless you want to have kids. Want to have kids? That should be pregnant within a month. Then you have babies. And a lot of guys do that, believe it or not. A lot of foreigners come here and they have babies. They start their life all over again at 60 years old. And if you want to change diapers when you're 60, playpens, remember those? If you have kids, strollers, playpens, diapers, stinky diapers, bottles. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Not only no, but hell no. I dated the 18 to 20-year-olds for a year, my first year here. I made darn sure I wasn't going to get the, here's the baby. No. I came to the Philippines to retire and have fun. You know, go to Siargao. Go up to, go over to Cebu. Go to Siargao. Go to Coron. Coron is a beautiful place to go. No, when you're retired, for me, I didn't want to have children again, start all that over again. No. Now, some guys do. In fact, quite a few, believe it or not. And they're happy. Hey, if that works for you, knock yourself out. Have 2, 3 kids, 4 kids, have 10. Knock yourself out. Who am I to tell you how to live your life? I'll never tell you how to live your life. You have the right to live your life however you want. Like I say, I always get upset at these guys that, oh, don't come to the Philippines if you're this. Don't come to the Philippines if you drink too much. Don't come to the Philippines if you don't have no patience. So who in the hell are you to even say that? Who in the hell? What gives you the right to be the dictator? Huh? Let people live their life the way they want to live. You have no right to tell anybody nothing. I get angry over that. Who the hell do you think you are? I had one guy here at Verdon Parc. He's a retired pilot. And he came to me and says, Rich. I said, hey, what's up? He goes, hey, what are you doing? I said, what are you talking about? What am I doing? He says, you're ruining it for all of us. You and your YouTube channel are ruining it for all of us. I said, what the hell are you talking about? He says, you're telling them to come to the Philippines. I said, absolutely. He says, well, I don't want them to come to the Philippines. I want to keep it all to myself. I want to keep it all mine. Nobody can have part of mine. It's all mine. I've never talked to him since. You selfish son of a bitch. It's all mine. I don't want to share it with nobody. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm the opposite. Come to the Philippines. I will show you a life that's a good life. It's reasonable here. The people are friendly here. We don't run around shooting each other all day long. We're not driving our cars into churches. We have no political bullshit here. None. No. It's nice. Peaceful. You'll learn to slow down. You'll learn that your blood pressure will go down. I've been here a little over 6 years now. I came in March 3rd, 2020. Today's March 21, 2026. A little over 6 years ago. And the only reason I came here with my middle son, I had a Filipino girlfriend. And the only reason why I'm still here is because COVID hit. And we couldn't go anywhere. And I stayed. And I've never left. And I have zero regrets. In fact, COVID turned out to be a blessing for me because I would have never stayed here. I would have come 30 days. That was my plan. I had a ticket going back to San Francisco within 30 days. And then I think I was going to head down to Mexico to retire because I've gone down there to Cabo San Lucas, which I enjoy. The only problem with Mexico is the drugs. You got drug cartels down there all over the place. Puerto Vallarta just recently had all kinds of problems with the drug wars, burning down cars, burning down buildings. We don't have that problem here. We do not have that problem here. That's the only thing about Mexico that I didn't like. Is if you get outside of the tourist areas, with the exception of Puerto Vallarta just here recently, which was under attack by the drug cartels, people there were locked up in their condos, in their hotel rooms, foreigners, because they were told not to go anywhere, shelter in place. Hell no. That's the problem with Mexico. And it's not cheap in Mexico anymore. It can be expensive down in Mexico. I love Mexican food. Philippines. I'll take you to some of the best restaurants. 5 minutes from Verdon Parc. Billy Jean's, one of my favorite. Taco Tuesday. The best tacos in Davao. 5 minutes from here. I know the chef. Hot Walk, right next door. Great restaurant that he owns. He's from Sweden. He had 4 restaurants in Thailand for 17 years, like Billy Jean's. And then I think what happened is he married a Filipina here in Davao. So he moved from Thailand to Davao and he started his restaurants again. I met him both. Great guy, great chef, knows his stuff, great food. We go there all the time. We take guests there from Verdon Parc there all the time because it's always good. It's always a lot of American food. Hamburgers are great. Taco Tuesday is great. Unlimited Thai night on Monday. They have a buffet unlimited on Saturday now. Every day they have surf and turf, I think, on Thursday. The food is wonderful. They have a full bar, great drinks, beer, milkshakes, kind of like a milkshake, kind of. So you can get whatever you want there. In fact, he has a sign above the bar. Great staff. Says, "Stop thinking and start drinking." I saw a thing the other day on Facebook. It said that beer is now cheaper than gasoline. So drink, don't drive. Yeah. I found that to be funny. Beer is now cheaper than gasoline. So drink, don't drive. There you go. So that's what's going on here at the Philippines, gang. Got my new resort, the Reef Floating Resort, right here at Samal Island. I'm headed over there sometime in April. I'm going to go there for a day trip on Friday for 500 peso. And I'm going to blog it. I've been talking to them all week to find out all the ins and outs about it. You can own it. You can actually own part of this resort. That's unbelievable. There's no other resort that has been built on the water like this one. None. Nada. Zero. There is no other resort that I know of that a foreigner can buy. Zero. Nada. Nothing. You can here. And they'll maintain it. And they'll rent it out. And they'll send you your money. And you'll have free night stays. Discounts. So like I said, I still have my license. I sold $1 million homes in El Dorado Hills, California for years. I think the difference here, and I'll get the details. I think the difference here is because foreigners cannot own the property. Well, there is no property. It's built on water. I think that's the reason why you can own it. I'll take you to Davao Global Township. The mall is now open over there. Seattle Best is now open. McDonald's is open. We have 21 restaurants over there. It's where my new condo is being built at. Beautiful. Beautiful. Condos haven't been built yet. They're going to start on. It's taking 5 years, but they built all the infrastructure is in. Now the park is open. Seattle Best, the only Seattle Best in Davao, is open. McDonald's is open. This is all within the township of where the condos are. Where you literally have to drive in to go to these places. 21 restaurants. Robinson's grocery store is what we told will anchor it. There is a church, first aid center. The pools they put up on top on the roof decks. That's a nice touch. So on our building, you go up to the top, that's where the swimming pool's at. Pretty cool. What a view. What a view. We paid $63,000 for our one-bedroom studio condo. I bought it before it was on paper. Now they're up to about $75,000, and they're still not built yet. They'll go nowhere but up. Sold out within 3 days. First 2 towers. There's 6 towers. Sold out in 3 days. Yeah. I'll have rentals over there too. I plan to have 50 to 100 condominiums over there for rent. There's going to be commercial buildings there, a lot of them. So not only will my maid staff take care of my rentals, but they'll take care of the commercial buildings. But we'll go in and clean them at night. If you want parking, you got to buy parking separate, which I did. Because my wife has a car. Now that costs 20,000 USD, 1 million peso for a parking place. Yeah. Why? Because there is no parking places. If you don't buy one and you have a car, you're screwed. There's nowhere to park. Nowhere to park. I don't care if you got a motorcycle, you rent a motorcycle, there is nowhere to park. You have to rent a parking place. Now here at Verdon Parc, which we'll have over there, here we have parking places for rent here too, by the way. So not only do we have 10 condominiums for rent, 10 plus now, but we have parking places too. So if you have a motorcycle, some guys bring their motorcycle, some guys rent a motorcycle. You can rent motorcycles very easy here. You must have a motorcycle driver's license from your country or issued from the LTO here in the Philippines. Now, your driver's license, if you rent a car or a motorcycle here, and you have to have a motorcycle license, play by the rules here. Don't screw around. You get in trouble, you get an accident, you're fucked. Play by the rules. So I paid 63,000 USD for the condo, 1-bedroom studio, like I have here at Verdon Parc. I live here. My wife always lives at her house. She lives at her house. She has a beautiful 2-story home, gated community. But the reason why she lives at her house is because her son lives at the house. So he's 34, I think now. His girlfriend lives at the house. The baby lives at the house. The dog lives at the house all day long. The maid lives at the house. No, thank you. No, thank you. Love them. They come over here and go swimming. Not a problem. I like my privacy. I like to get up in my underwear, make a cup of coffee. At Myrna's house, you get up, you couldn't, first of all, you had to get dressed. You had to put shorts on. And it's a 2-story house. And as you get older, I'm almost 70, 2 stories are a pain in the ass. Up the stairs, down the stairs, up the stairs, down the stairs. Everything. When you get older, you don't want a 2-story house. You want a flat. You're old. Okay, I'm going to be 70 in July. I think I'm looking pretty good still for 70. Don't take any medicine. None. Don't smoke. Drink some beer. Try to keep that under, some control. That's it. Live a good life. Yeah, go do what I want to do. Travel where I want to go. Travel the Philippines. People are wonderful here. They're friendly. Beautiful Filipinos. I think Filipinos are some of the most beautiful girls in the world. They speak English here. I can't tell you how cool that is. You get off the plane in Manila and they speak English. All the signs are in English. You go to Thailand, that ain't the way it works there. It's in Thai. All the signs are in Thai. All the paperwork is in Thai. Very few people speak English. I've had people go to Thailand and they moved right back here to the Philippines and said, I couldn't take it. Language barrier. You don't have that here in the Philippines. They speak English. There's actually 30 different languages spoke here in the Philippines. English is the first language they're taught in school here. You go to immigration, it's in English. You go to any signs, it's in English. You feel right at home. As soon as you get into Manila, you will feel right at home here in the Philippines. It's not a hard transition at all. Like I say, you get to Manila Airport, you're going to want to get your SIM card through Globe for your phone. You do it when you get here. You're going to want to get your money exchanged from $100 USD, crisp $100 bills, no wrinkles, into peso. A lot of small peso, 20 peso, 50 peso, 100 peso. A lot of those. Because when you take a cab, they're going to say, sorry, sir, no change. But all you're going to have is 1,000 peso, like I did. But I'm looking around going, where am I going to get change? I don't know. How much do I owe you? 400 peso? No change. So I give him 1,000 peso. Small bills all the time. I've been here 6 years now, over 6 years. I don't leave without small bills. Always have small bills. You take a cab anywhere. Sorry, sir, no change. Don't give him 1,000 peso. Even though it's only $20, it's like $100 bill of them. You want to carry 20 peso, 50 peso, 100 peso every time you take a cab. When you go to Bakerhound Market, I'll take you there. That's where you get all your fruits and vegetables. Wonderful. About a third of the price of the grocery store, super fresh. 10 minutes from here. I'll take you there. It's where you get your broccoli, and you get all your carrots and potatoes and onions and all that good stuff. Ginger, fresh. Pineapple, mango, fresh from the farm. Watermelon, seedless watermelon. Wonderful. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Never closes. I'll show you. Come. I will show you. I don't know of any other blogger, none, that has condos for rent, that will take you around and show you where the grocery stores are at, that will take you around and show you where the day trips are at, and it will tell you how to get a date. I will. Because I want you to change your life. I want you to change your life and come to the Philippines. I always say, if you're unhappy, or you can't afford to retire in your country, come. If you haven't had a date in 100 years, come. If you're divorced and angry, come. If you're married and angry, come. You don't have to live your life like that. You can date a 20-year-old Filipina. I don't care if you're 100 years old. It's okay. It's okay here. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Kind of nice having, I was 63 when I got here, and I'm walking around with a 21-year-old Filipina hanging off of me that was a knockout. Kind of nice, to be honest with you. You walk around going, look at me. I'm the cock of the walk, man. Look at who I got. Look at this knockout. Kind of nice. You can do that here. They just have to be over 18. Make sure they're over 18. Get a Setamar. You're starting to date one, you're getting serious, to ask her for a Setamar. What is a Setamar? It's a certificate you get from the government. Pay for it. If you're dating a Filipina here, I say over 3 times, seriously. Especially if you're having sex with her. Ask her, always ask them, are you married? So at least you can cover your butt a little bit. And she'll say, oh, no, I'm not married. Or sometimes they'll say, yeah, I'm married, but I'm separated. You don't want an angry Filipino coming chasing you, because he will. He finds out you're dating his wife, he might not like you. Mel, when I first came here, I met Mel. She was 21. I liked Mel a lot. So I would take her up to Mate on trips and would have pictures. She was knockout. Beautiful girl. And then one evening I get a text from her husband. Yeah, her husband. He says, why are you dating my wife? I said, what? What? Why are you dating my wife? I said, I did not know she was married. She never told me she was married. She says, oh, no, she's my wife. I said, dude, true story. I said, dude, I did not know that. He says, are you having sex with her? And what kind of sex are you having with her? Oh, my God. I said, look, dude, I do not know you. This is through text. I said, I do not know you. But if this is true, I'm going to text Mel as soon as we get done here. And if this is true, I'm done. I'll promise you, from a man to a man, I'm done. I will never, ever talk to her or see her again. I give you my word. Click, done with the text. I text Mel. I said, Mel. I said, I just got a text from a guy that says he's your husband. Are you married? She says, yeah. Yeah. I said, why did you tell me? Why did you not tell me? She says, because you would have left me. I said, absolutely. It's against the law, by the way, to date a married Filipina. You could actually go to jail. You can literally go to jail in this country. She says, I married him when I was 16 because I was pregnant, and I haven't seen him in 2 years, and I lost the baby from a miscarriage, and I just went on my own. But we here in the Philippines, you're always married. It's very hard to get a divorce, so you're always married. Do not date a married Filipina. They have children here. I would say about half the girls here, 20 years or younger, will have a baby out of wedlock. They have babies here. They have babies when they're 16 years old, usually with another Filipino. Not with a foreigner, be with a Filipino. And the mom's raising it. So they won't even tell you. You don't know how common that is. That is so common here. They do not practice birth control here. 0. So be careful. Wear a condom. Be smart. Be thinking with this, not with this. Otherwise, you're going to get, look at the baby. Unless you want to have babies, go ahead, because they will. They can have a baby within a week. Knock yourself out. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. I have not seen anything's wrong with it at all. A lot of guys come here, foreigners, they start their life over, they get a young Filipina, they have babies, and everything works out just fine. Cool. Right on, bro. I'm happy for you. Just not what I want to do. That's okay. You can live your life the way you want to live. Nobody has the right to tell you how to live your life. Nobody. Nobody has the right to tell you to not come to the Philippines. Come. Nobody has that right. You come. You ever have somebody tell you, oh, don't come to the Philippines if you're this. Don't come if you're an alcoholic. Don't come if you have no patience. Well, you can go to hell. Who in the hell are you to tell people if they should come or go? Who, honestly, what gives you that authority? Let people live. Live and let live. I don't care if you're gay, straight, purple, orange, pink, yellow. Come. So I told the guy that here at Verdon Parc, the pilot, said, Rich, you're rich. I said, well, what's that? He says, you're ruining it for all of us. Your YouTube channel, you and your message, you're ruining it for all of us. I said, what the hell are you talking about? He says, you're telling people to come here. I said, absolutely. He says, no, it's all mine. It's all mine. You can't share it with nobody. I want it all. Really? I've never talked to him since. What a selfish son of a bitch. It's all mine. It's all mine. I don't share with nobody. Piss on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Anyway, so that's what's going on Rich Retired Life in the Philippines YouTube channel, gang. I'm going to be signing off here pretty soon because I'm coming up on 2 hours. And when 2 hours comes, YouTube goes, boop, pulls the plug. So a couple of reminders here. In the description area of this video will be the information about our condominiums. Get a hold of Myrna. She will hook you up in one of our condos for rent here. They're reasonable. Verdon Parc is a 5-star resort-style condominium. Absolutely gorgeous. I will help you. I will show you where the grocery stores are at. I will show you what activities you can do here in Davao. I will show you where to get the girls at. I will show you where to get a massage at. Yeah. So I'm going to help you. Why? Because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. And once again, my message is on this channel, if you're unhappy or you can't afford to retire where you live at in the world, come. Do my consultation. $40, 2 hours. I'll show you the ropes, how to get here, all onward tickets, immigration issues, all the things. You'll save a ton of money. And it'll make your transition to the Philippines here easy. Come stay with us. There's nobody who does what we do. There's nobody else, no other blogger out there that has condominiums for rent and will take you around and show you the grocery stores for free. Help you get a date. Show you what the day use and the places to go for free. There's nobody else who does that. Come. Come. So that's what my channel is all about. Like I say, gang, I don't do it for the money. YouTube pays me $100 a month. Big deal. I can spend $100 on dinner tonight. It's a good thing. You don't want to do YouTube for the money. If you're doing YouTube for the money, you're doing it for the wrong reason. In fact, in life, you should always do even in your job. Money's good, but you have to like your job. So find a job you like. So I told all 3 of my sons, find a job you like. And whatever it is, I don't care if you're a trash man, Be the best at it. Be happy. And all three of my sons are very successful. I owned restaurants for many years, a bunch of them. I was a chef for many years, still am. Still make my own bread. In fact, I made my own bread yesterday. Cracked wheat, and I made my own oatmeal dark chocolate chip cookies. Yummy. Yeah. So in San Francisco, I was a chef for Facebook, Dropbox, X. Well, actually, it was Twitter back then. Now X. Loved it. Worked at Giants games. Loved it. I did that for 10 years. And, you know, my story, my wife died 19 years ago of a heart attack playing a slot machine at a casino. My wife that I married, her husband died of a heart attack 13 years ago. So we both are widowed when we got married. We've been married now 4 years. She's in Japan right now with her cousins having a great time. So anyway, that's what's going on. Next Wednesday, the 25th, I'm going to do that video on the glamping, that new resort called the Reef, floating resort on the water, the only one in the Philippines. And you can own it. I'll break it all down in that video. So catch that one. That'll be next Wednesday, the 25th, Philippine time. So check that out. It'll be uploaded sometime in the afternoon. Same thing on this channel here too, gang. Appreciate you coming along. Hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions at all, leave them down in the comment section. I've already answered over 2,800 comments myself. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so when I upload new videos like this one or the one coming up on Wednesday, the 25th on the Reef, you'll be notified. So this is Rich. Appreciate you coming along today. Catch you on the next one.